Hi, welcome to the month 5 update for the Executor Rush I'm doing in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. We'll start off with the characters. We've managed to Relic 7 Vader. He's completed. Don't need to touch him, maybe ever again, but he's been working pretty well. He's been pretty fun to play with. We got Boba Fett up to Relic 6 2 or 3 days ago now. I'm just waiting for some of the extra gear, the signal data. I now understand what people mean when they say signal data is a big issue, and I'm having an issue with the relic material. I have gear, but a lot of it I feel like I need to keep. I'm still not super familiar with what gear I can use freely and what gear I should kind of hang on to and all that sort of thing. But this is awesome. Relic 6 Boba Fett is really fun. I haven't used his ship at all, but I imagine it hits harder than it did before. So that's really cool, really exciting. We've been getting terrible drop rates for Boba Fett. Bossk recently. If you look at this week's versus last week's drops, maybe I can zoom in a little here. I can't. I don't know what the button is. I don't remember. We've got Bossk at 64 out of 65 shards as of Sunday last week. 50 out of 65 shards for Sunday the week before, which means we only got one drop of Bossk a day for the entire week, compared to Houndstooth, who also got 14 shards, which is 2 drops a day. You would expect Bossk to have double whatever Houndstooth gets because he's an accelerated farm. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and Bossk has been awful drop rate. We get 0 drop days frequently. The double drop event that happened not too long ago was really bad for us, and it hasn't gotten any better. But other than that, lots of exciting stuff happening. If we quickly go to our requirements, Cara Dune is the only character we have yet to get to 7 stars for the Beskar and Mando event. I think I need to gear up Greef to gear 8 for that event, but otherwise I think I'm pretty good to go. I've got everyone else at gear 8. Wheel, IG, 11, the Mandalorian. They're all there. We're just waiting on these last 6 shards from Cara Dune. I've been getting 2 shards a day for the last few days. So I should hopefully have Beskar and Mando unlocked in about 3 days if all goes well. As for ships are looking somehow better than characters, despite the fact that we've got less of them. The Imperial TIE Bomber and IG-2000 are getting consistent drops. It used to be that they were one different, but the Imperial TIE Bomber has been getting a lot more drops recently compared to IG-2000, so it is pulling away, but the sooner we can finish these farms, the faster we can move on to more exciting things. Razor Crest, we got a single purchase of Razor Crest last week, which means we only got 4 extra shards for the Razor Crest. I was hoping for a bit more. Sometimes we get 5 or 6 in a week, which is really exciting. But hopefully we should get Razor Crest up to 7 stars very soon. It's 70 more shards, I believe, and we've got that at 7 stars. We got the Slave 1 up to 7 stars 2 days ago, which is very exciting. The TIE Advanced I've stopped farming because once we finish Ship Hard, the final Ship Hard nodes, we should get 1 shard from achievements, and then once we 7-star Darth Traya and General Kenobi, we'll get 10 more shards from each of those from the achievements, and that'll be a 7-star TIE Advanced. So we're no longer doing that. As for the Houndstooth, as I was saying, we're getting better drops than Bossk himself. So that should be another 3 months away, I want to say. Maybe 2.5 months away until we're done. Of course, we've had the TIE Fighter done for a while. And we're waiting on the Executrix events to occur so we can get that 7-star capital ship. Other farms that I'm currently focusing on right now are still the Vulture Droid. We're 54 shards away, very exciting. Anakin Zeta 2 Starship is another one. We're slowly getting there. 80 more shards to go. And I've started farming up the Hyena Bomber as well for when we eventually get the Malevolence. At this stage, looking at how frequently I get 2 currency, the Malevolence probably will be unlocked at roughly the same time as the Executor, but I may be overestimating how quickly I can get the Executor requirements up. Either way, if it looks like it's going to be close, I'm not going to invest in the Malevolence straight away, and I'm going to save all of that ship prestige and the ship building materials for the Executor when I get that unlocked. Xanadu Blood is another ship not to sleep on with the Executor, so we are slowly farming up the Xanadu Blood as well. I have my Cad Bane at 7 stars, but we do not have any gear on him as of yet. Managed to 7-star Cassian Zewing as well, so that I can start purchasing the Cassian Zewing in the Cantina store, so we can get those the shard shop currency, really helping with gear. Slowly investing in the Ghost and Biggs and Wedges ships when we see them in the ship shop, as well as Biston's U-Wing, so that we can start getting the ship farms for the Profundity up and running, as that looks like it's probably going to be my next farm there. Once we get Cara Dune done and Bossk done, that'll be all of the characters completed. I don't believe I'm farming any other characters other than for ship requirements right now. So we're getting pretty close to done with hard node farms for the time being, which is very exciting. I have just realized that I still haven't actually finished the light side battles, so any excess energy I get, I'm putting towards finishing off the light side battles. I've got 2 more nodes to go. But once I finish all my farms, I was thinking about just moving straight into the Profundity farms, or maybe Star Killer or Jabba the Hutt, but characters are quicker to get than ships, so we're always going to be held back by our ships, and then the gear that we have access to. So any excess energy now, after I finish those light side battles, is going towards light side normal 7B, because I need 500 of these bad boys to be able to gear up all of the requirements. I've been using swgoh.gg Galactic Legend gear needed page a lot more recently, checking to see carbonite circuit boards, how much signal data I need for each type, but also the gear requirements. And as you can see right here, 400 now that I've invested some of them, but we still need 400 of these Kyrotech shock prods versus the other Kyrotech, the battle computers, which we only need 100 for. So it's a pretty big difference. And it's going to take a long time to get those Kyros. We also need heaps of Carbantes as well, but unlike Kyrotechs, we get a decent amount of Carbantes through the weekly challenges that occur 3 times a week. So it's not as bad. This is definitely going to be the bottleneck, I think. If not, the gear required from going from gear 12 to gear 13. I currently have Admiral Pitt at gear 12, ready to find gear for gear 13. Every shop refresh, I look for this in the Rage store. I look for all of the right side pieces. I'm probably going to try and get all the left side pieces from the shard shop whenever they show up. I think the exchange rate is slightly better, but I'll purchase this right now because, why not? All of my grade 1 currency is going towards unlocking Traya and Kenobi, like I said earlier, so that we can get those last high advanced 1 pieces, and then they'll go back to gear. It may be more efficient to do the gear first and the characters second, but I just want to get TIE Advanced done and out of the way so I no longer have to think about it or focus on it anymore. Now, Conquest started today, and I made a terrible decision against my better judgment to do normal conquest. Looking at the rewards, normal just seemed so much more exciting to me. However, I don't have the teams to be able to do these missions. I am going up against a gas team or a Darth Treya team. Plus, they have buffs as well. I don't think I'd be able to beat either of those teams without buffs. With buffs, it's near impossible. The things that I got, these data cards I got, are Perseverance and Perseverance and Protection Recovery, and they were the best choices in the bunch that I had, and neither of them really help me right now. I got them with the intention of using them with the Geonosian team, but I just don't think the Geonosian team can survive anymore. Geonosians were amazing on easy, pretty much got through every single fight with the Geonosians. Now, not so much. Everything's just way too tough. So I hope to get at least the first crate in Conquest. As you can see, I've barely spent any energy. So that was a bit iffy. But I did get the plus 100 energy from the web store. The free 100 energy from the web store just today. So be sure to check that out if you're watching this around the time of release. As that is pretty helpful stuff. We've been getting a decent amount of Shard Shop currency from the data packs. I always am sure to just purchase the data packs straight away rather than waiting and hoarding up the currency, because we just need to get it done and done and done. I've also taken a pretty big hit with the guild recently. They did a big reformat and a lot of people left and a lot of people have been moved around. So we don't even have 40 members in the guild right now. But I'm hanging on because everyone in the guild is really trying to make this work, and we're constantly looking for new people. So rather than finding a new guild, I'm going to hang out with this guild and try and get it back up and running and strong again. Managed to get the 17 million crate reward only just, so that was pretty exciting. And we have won our last few territory wars despite our lack of members. But hopefully in the next few weeks, we can get those 11 or 12 more guild members and we can get up and running again. Because I'm really missing out on currency right now. We're running one raid a week again and it's pretty rough. Outside of that, I'm farming my mods. These one a day, 2 weeks in a row, and then I do the mod splicing material for one whole week just to get some stuff up. I don't really have enough credits to upgrade or check out any of the mods I have, but I'm farming the mods anyway. We haven't gotten many lucky mods, unfortunately, but we're slowly getting a bigger mod pool, which is pretty exciting. I believe that is all for the 5-month update. If you've got any questions about the game, you've got any questions for me, be sure to put them in the comments. I am always happy to see comments and I reply to all of them, even if not, just put a little heart on it. And of course, I'd love to hear how you're going in your progress. If you're following along because you've been watching you started at roughly the same time as me, it's always cool to have a bit of a reference. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.